back up a little bit, find your training area, make your little space, and let's have some fun, you guys.
Let's stand up. Conversa tem que estar desse lado.
Cool. All right, you guys. Hips. Shh. Taylor Lawrence is here. Good to see everyone. Got some in-house friends. Shh. Other way. Good. Arm straight up. All the way back with the arm, you guys. Full range. Other way. Full reach. Other arm, back. Extend it, tight. Other way. Good, chin straight back. Tight, tight. And relax. And come back with it again. And relax, straight back. Hold it strong back there. Back. Excellent. Lay down. Legs.
Pick your hips up like an inch off the ground. Pick your sit bone, pick your hips up, guys, and feel the difference.
Other way. Young Ho, how are you?
What's up?
Nice, rock up. Back down, switch sides. Last one. Great, come on back. Let's shrimp out. Try to do this, you guys, where you shrimp out. Keep your hips off the ground if you can. So turn almost onto your stomach, hip out and come back. Switch sides, hip out and come back. But this time I'm trying to keep your hips up in the air. Up and back. So don't shrimp too far or your hips are gonna fall. Turn, up, back.
And don't go anywhere. Come right back where you
Up,
came from.
back. Turn, up, back. Turn,
You pull
up,
yourself back.
back.
Good, yes.
Up, back. Up, back. Two more. Up, hips in the air. Stay up.
What's up, Tina? We're on our backs right there. How are you? Lay on your back.
Beautiful. Okay, so hips up. Elevate, thread the needle. Right leg goes through all the way to your stomach. Switch shoulders, hips up, and then kick all the way back out. And then shoot the other way. Left leg, thread the needle, all the way to your stomach. Switch shoulders, hips up, kick back out. So your hips are elevated to start on a bridge. Bridge the hips up. Right leg, thread the needle straight through. Roll over your shoulder.
Roll to your right, Tina.
Boom.
And roll to your stomach. Now roll all the way through. Yep.
Hips up. Left leg,
Go
thread
back to your
through.
back.
On your stomach. Switch shoulders, hips up, and all the way back. Last one. Right leg, thread through. Shoulder switch, hips up, and come back. Very good. Roll over your shoulder, touch your feet to the ground. Touch, come back.
Back roll, foot touch the ground over your shoulder.
Back
Go
roll,
back forward.
and forward.
Not a full backwards roll. Just roll back over your shoulder, touch your feet.
Touch the feet and come back. Touch
Yep,
and come
keep
back.
rocking.
Good. Back and forward, all the way back. Alternating shoulders. Nice. Perfect. Two more. Beautiful. All right, you guys. So let's do a brief recap from some of yesterday's techniques and then add some new stuff. Hito, right here, please.
Yep.
So we talked about the attacking of some arm lock attacks, leapfrogs we call them, from here, where I have Hito's arm, wrist grab, my own wrist grab, great Kimura grip with no thumbs, lots of pressure. From a nice sprawl, my knee goes into his back and my leg steps around and I sit down. My knee comes up. I'm using Hito's arm for like my anchor. My leg steps over. Of course, thread the needle here if his legs are in the way. And then hug tight, slap quick, and down we go. So the stepping. The step is the most important part here. Sprawled, one knee is my setup step, and now I have all my balance right here. Look, I'm floating. The other leg's floating. So that what happens from that knee, I will whip around, and then I sit. But we make sure not to sit on that foot. So let's do this little solo drill here where we step in front and we sit. Then we go up, we step, and we sit. Each time we're not sitting on the foot. We're making sure that our foot comes to the outside of our sit. And then we step, and in order to sit properly, it helps to open this knee and then do that. And then I step. Before I sit down, I open the knee and I find my spot. Everyone do that solo, facing the front. Let's go. So step up in front, open the knee, and then sit with both legs facing one direction. Step up, go. Open the knee, sit down, boom. If you do it with no hands, great, yep. Step up, boom. Open your knee and sit down in that quad stretch.
Tina, step one leg forward. One leg
One more
up.
time.
Now sit to your left right there in a hurdler stretch. Fall to your left.
Step, open.
That's it. Okay, back up on your left knee.
Open.
Now right leg step forward. Do it to the other side now. Right leg more forward, straight forward. Now fall to the right. Yes, that's it.
Everyone start like this. Look, everyone start with both legs facing one direction. Let's start from here, it's a little easier. As if we already landed. This is one successful rep.
Perfect.
Both feet facing here, both feet facing the one direction. Now your back leg, you're gonna step up, watch me first, and step in front of my existing knee in this area. And then I'm gonna move this knee, and then I sit inside, boom.
Left knee down, big right leg up.
Go, big step on the front leg. Let's see. Move the knee out and invert your leg a little better, Ramon. Invert the front leg. Yeah, now open and sit. Go ahead. Yes. Step, open and sit. Let's see it.
To your right, but your left foot goes to your left. Your left foot, yep, sit right there on your right hip. Sit right hand up to the right. Sit down. No arm lock.
Okay. And time, let's bring it back. Good. Let's bring it back here, please. So now, in the context of what we're doing here, we have the double wrist grab, Hito's wrist with the north hand, my wrist with the south hand, lots of chest pressure. My back knee steps into his back. My front leg does the whip around. Now I open this knee, my knee that was here, the back one. So I have my nice quad stretch back here, and now step up, knee tight, step over, foot in the hole, hug, slap, and go. Okay, so by myself, everyone on your knees, please. Right arm is hugging the person's arm. Left hand is grabbing the wrist. Right hand grabbing my own wrist. Okay, our elbows are here. Sprawl your legs out as if you're stopping the turn in. Drive your hips so they can't turn into you.
Both elbows on the ground.
Both elbows are down and I'm driving the hips. Yeah, you're sprawled and driving your hips into their back. Now take your right knee, slide it forward between your elbows. Your right knee's on the ground. And your left foot is gonna do that full whip around for the arm lock. So step, and when you step, make sure you whip that leg all the way and then open your knee and sit down. Go.
Left leg over the head.
Nice. Try to stay sitting up if you can, Yes.
Perfect, Tina.
Hips.
That's the anchor.
Huh?
That's the anchor.
That's the one?
That's the anchor right there.
That's the anchor, that's the anchor. You can do it and tuck this knee a little bit more. Yeah, it'll make it easier for you. There you go. And then your knee comes up, sit up straight, take your foot, thread it over. Boom. Nice. Yes, good, Mark. Reset. Let's go. Right hand hugging, left hand grabbing, right hand grabbing. Beautiful. One more time on this one. Sprawled. My right knee's gonna hit him in the back. One. Left leg's gonna whip around, invert, sit, and drop. Nice, Cheryl. Perfect. Right knee comes up, sit back, retract, thread the needle, hug the arm, slap and drop.
Looks good, Ryan.
Good, Kyle. Good, Renzo. We got it.
Looks good, Justin.
Now we'll do it once on the walk around. Look. We'll do it once on the walk around, which is here. His hands are a little bit closer. Look, I go elbow over the head. Watch. Elbow over the head. I block the hip. I start to walk. I get to here. If I need to, I'm going to start to scoop under this elbow, turn on my side, and now I grab the grips right here. Okay, so if the elbow is scoopable, I'm going to take it. If the elbow's not scoopable, rotate a little. If the elbow's scoopable, you guys, we're going to scoop and then throw our hips behind it. Look at the sprawl. If the elbow's not scoopable from beneath, I'm going to use my chin to open it, put my hand inside, and then pry it to the outside. That's gonna cause him to turn a little that way. Look, now I scoop the other arm, get my hips behind it, and get my grips right there. So one way or the other, I'm gonna scoop an elbow and slap the hands. Okay? Either I'm gonna scoop the primary, or I'm gonna frame the primary, and he's gonna turn, and then I'll scoop the inside and get it one way or the other. So I have my double wrist grab, knee comes tight, big step, knee up, step, and go through. So everyone on your knees, please. Elbows tight. We're here in side control. Elbow come over the head, trap his head, pull it in. Right hand, reach back, block the hip. Yep, walk around the head, north, south. Get a little angle on your knees still. Everybody take your left hand right now. Start to scoop underneath their tricep. Left hand scoop under. And now keep turning the corner and throw your hips behind it. Throw your left hip down and drive your hip on the ground. Now right here, right hand grab his wrist. Left hand grab your own wrist. Right hand grab his. Left hand grab your wrist. Thank you. Good, Jeff. There you go. And now, everybody from here, start to keep that sprawling pressure on their arm. And now your left knee is going to hit him in the back. And your right leg's going to whip around all the way. Full inversion. Nice. There it is, Armand. Better balance. Now left knee come up. Left leg shoot over. And hug the arm and slap the hand. Down we go. Great. Good, Lorna. Excellent. Let's try the second. Let's try the same move, second variation. So we're here. Everybody side mount, elbow over the head. Boom. Modified side mount. Right hand backstroke. Block the hip. Yep. Start to walk around the head. Now take your left hand. Take your left hand, and you're having trouble scooping their elbow, right? So use your left chin. Use your only chin. Scoop their left arm and put your frame in with your left hand. Pierce their arm and drive their arm away from their body. So I'm sliding it inside their bicep and framing it to the ground. When I push their left arm to the ground, what's their right arm gonna do? Come get it. When it does, we're gonna underhook it with your right arm and throw your right hip into it. Turn. Nice, right hips there. Good, Cheryl. Good, good. Let's go, Derek. Now double wrist grab right there. Boom and boom. So I threw my hips into it, and now I'm behind their right arm. I grab with the left hand on their wrist, right hand grab my own wrist. From the sprawl, everybody get you ready for your right knee for your setup step on your right leg. Right knee step to their back, right knee comes to their back, left leg whip around the head, and sit. Nice, good, Robs. There you go, perfect. And now, and if you need a hand, you can. Because remember, in real life, you guys, you're not gonna lose your balance so much. Why not? Because you're hugging a human being, and their arm is gonna be holding on. So now I lift my leg up, I step over, thread the needle, and down we go. Beautiful. And we take it back. Excellent, you guys. Okay. We want to advance here. Those were some of the things we saw yesterday. We want to advance to another possibility here, which is the ketone is down. And before we walk around or decide if we're going to scoop this right here, we're able to get this underhook on this outside arm. Okay, we're successful at getting this underhook. And there are so many options from here. Some directly from the underhook, some in combination with the crucifix and control of his other arm with my shins on this side. From the direct underhook control, the primary is going to be this elbow cup. Okay, the Hidon special, where he cuts it, frames it, and then steps around the head. So he'll do the first one, and then if we have time, I'll do the Kimura. Hidon, go first on that one.
The Hidon special?
The Hidon special. And this one, if you can figure out how to do this one solo, it's beautiful. So clean underhook. It shouldn't take too much to get this arm exposed. If his elbow's tucked in, just putting my knee over his belly, he blocks my knee, exposes his arm. Okay, everybody wants to stop the mount. So cupping this arm right here, I frame the neck, anchor the shoulder. And now I bring a knee into her armpit, a setup step, step, switch, and sit. And leg over the body. Grab the wrist. So by myself. So with I'm on my knees and elbows, my right hand cups the person's arm and I pull it across. This is number one. And then my arm now, I kind of anchor the shoulder, framing the neck. From this frame, and with this good cup, my knee, my right knee moves to the center for my balance point. And now my other leg does a full step. And as once my foot lands, my other knee leaves the ground. And then I sit. So that's gonna be the tricky part, is your foot landing and your knee lifting pretty much simultaneously. So cupping the arm, framing the neck, watch. Step, leg, and then I sit. I'm not quite sitting like this, I'm sitting like this. And this hand has something to hold on to, which is the person's pants. You don't have it now, so you might fall a little bit, which is okay. Which you might even finish the arm lock without putting your leg over the body, even though the leg over the body is a little more control. It's a possibility. So you guys, when you see a technique like this, don't be so concerned, same as we always say, about oh, where's the person's arm, where's the person's leg, where's their grab, or what am I supposed to be grabbing? Be concerned with practicing the core movement that Hidon is demonstrating, because if you can get this core movement without a partner, when you throw in a person, it just becomes easier, way easier than if you didn't have the core movement down. So if you had to name that movement, forgetting the details of the arm lock.
Yes, it's the transition.
It's that
the
ability
foot
to
touch,
step
knee
and
up.
turn.
Yeah, foot touch and knee up. So notice, as this foot lands, my other heel replaces my knee right here. Look, foot,
Boom. See this heel right here? You stepped in my armpit. Boom.
that's the move. So by myself one more time, just that part. So
Just
it's all,
that step.
let's all be on our knees. And let's use our right hand to kind of imagine cupping somebody's arm. And now with my left leg kind of out for base like this, my arm, hand pushing their head down. Notice how my foot steps, switch and sit.
Step, switch, and sit.
That looked good, Steve.
Step.
Switch and
Nice.
sit.
Don't sit on your knee.
Try
though,
not to
huh?
fall on your knee, yes.
So boom.
Cup it. Push the head down. Push the head down. Look at my step.
So right arm cup the elbow, Tina.
Step.
Yeah, and then you're gonna step over the head and turn and sit. So
Step.
right arm is gonna catch that arm
Switch
bar.
and sit.
Yep, left over, step over the head and turn and sit, Tina. Yeah, turn. There it is. There's the arm bar right there. Good. Reset it. So it's the right arm, Tina, the whole time that's cupping that elbow. Yeah, scoop that elbow with your right arm and bring it
Right
to your
knees
chest.
down,
There it
cupping
is.
the
Sit up
arm.
a little bit.
Right
Step
hand
over the
cupping.
head. Good. Big step.
Left
turn and
hand
sit.
clearing the head.
Yes. Good. Face beautiful. Now take your
Left
arm
leg,
with you. Make sure you
big
turn your
step,
hips.
and then big
Great,
hip
Tina.
switch.
Reset it. Reset it.
Big step,
Good, Rob, much
switch,
better.
and sit.
Good, Renzo. Turn, sit right there.
That looked good, Richard. You landed upright. You didn't fall back too much. It's a little hard to stay upright by yourself, but the legs look
The
good.
elbow.
Last one with the right side right here. Right hand
Right elbow
cupping.
off the ground. Sit up.
Yep.
Sit up. Right elbow off the ground. Off the
Push the person's
Yeah,
head
you're up.
down.
You're elevated. Yeah.
Big step with my
back.
outside leg.
Turn
As
and
it
sit.
steps,
Good.
boom, I switch.
Big
and I
step,
sit.
Michelle. Turn and sit. The leg, yep, other leg up. Good, Michelle.
That's good,
Sit
Rob.
down.
Yes,
Good.
now sit to your left right there.
Squat. Don't put
Right
your knee
there.
on the ground. Though. Just sit
There
on the
you
ground.
go.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Let's see it, Jeff.
Any questions right here? Any difficulties? Okay. Let's try the. Let's move on. Next one.
Sure. Hidon is down. All right, you guys. So the problems begin when you scoop under an arm like this and they're not letting you have this elbow. Their elbow's a little heavy. You can't pick it up. So when that happens, I want to automatically start targeting this inside arm of Hidon's right here. There are many ways to do that. One is to just grab his wrist and bring my leg through. The other is to bug his neck and he defends and I bring my shin through. The other is to simply throw my hips on top of his hand, grab his hand and bring my shin through. One of those three methods, I have to get my my left shin on his bicep. So I have his outside arm trapped, have his left shin trapped, hand out for base, and now I switch my legs windshield wiper, out and come in. His inside arm is well trapped and I have my outside underhook. I could have my hand on my head, or I could have my hand on his shoulder with my head on the ground. It also prevents his hand. What I can't have is my hand on the shoulder and my head up. He's gonna frame the neck. So it's either head control, head up, or shoulder control, head down. Either one of those is fine, okay? So now that I have this position here, we're ready to step over the head. So I'm gonna frame his neck with my forearm. I step behind his head and I just pick his shoulder up. Pull your back down. Look, I'm just hugging my hands, like grabbing my own wrist, and I pull his shoulder up so he can't go back to his back right here. Once I solidify that control, I switch hands and then the Kimura's right here. Boom. Okay, one more time from the underhook. Let's rotate here on the control. Check it out. So I have an outside underhook. I'm having trouble picking it up. He's being a little stubborn on this elbow. So right away, look what I do. I'm staying low. I want to start to threaten his neck. And I use my forearm right here, and I'm pushing Hidon's arm. But the key detail for you guys is this, is just make sure that your knee comes in inside relative to your arm, not here. Always going to be inside. I don't care what variation, it's always going to be inside swim. Once your knee comes in, now windshield wiper. This leg goes out, the other leg goes in. Boom. Windshield wiper. Boom. 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 Once I have my south shin on his bicep, now it's time. So I frame the neck. Look what I do here with this hand. You kind of frame the neck with your forearm. I go like this. Boom. Make him look in. And now my left foot steps over the head. Now I use that foot in two hands and I pick the shoulder. Strong posture. I'm sitting up now. Now he cannot pull his shoulder back to the ground. And I'm holding his tricep with two hands and I'm pulling it up. Yep, and now it's time for the switcheroo. Look at this left hand, switch on the hug, and then I pull my right hand out and I get the Kimura grips right there. And now, yep, and then I take that hand to the rear. Easy break on the Kimura right there. One time solo. So everyone's here, if you had a right-handed underhook and drop your hips. Boom, everyone right-handed underhook, and you're good to go. When you're ready to attack, go to your knees, okay? And now take your own right hand and put it behind your head as a method of control. Excellent. So now, take your left hand, start poking them in the neck until you get a response. And then take your left hand and swim with your forearm inside their arm and shove their arm to the ground with your left arm. Good. Shove it down. Now take your left knee and shoot it over their bicep with that left arm. Beautiful. Shoot your knee inside their arm. Just your knee there, Tina, just your knee. So your knee goes through their arm, yeah. Now that you have your left knee over their arm, take your left elbow, put it over their head, and keep their head close. And this is where it goes for the windshield wiper, guys. Take your left toes, slide your left toes to the north, to your left, and put your right toes in their bicep. So you're doing a replacement, handing off their bicep. Great. Now with your right toes trapping their arm, everybody take your left forearm, place it right on their neck by putting your hand on the ground right next to their head. So we still have our right-handed underhook. Everyone still has that right underhook. Left forearm on their face, hand on the ground. Now take your left foot, step way over their head with your left foot, but like look at my positioning there. It's kind of out wide, but my body's still low. Now both hands grab the shoulder, with hand over hand. Both hands grab the shoulder now, and now sit up tall and pull it to your chest. Yeah, posture and pull. It's up. We're up here now. We got it. But not sitting on your butt so you don't fall. You're actually elevated, Zach. There you go, champ. You're there. That's much better. You don't want to. Yes. Good. So left leg up, Tina, and now you're sitting up tall. Yep, hugging the arm to your chest. Both hands hug. Perfect. So now, what we're going to do, we have that arm hug. We're going to take our left arm, and we're going to hug their arm a little deeper. Okay, so left arm hug deep. Right hand grab their wrist. Left hand grab your own wrist. Switch hands there. Arm on. Yes. Grab it there. No thumbs. No thumbs in the grips. And now take that Kimura grip and then twist it towards your left foot. Shh. There's the break. Reset on your knees. Everybody back down to the underhook. Right hand, we have an underhook. Like Hidon said, you could sell the mount attempt. You sell the mount attempt, they block your knee, and then you underhook and get back off. Boom. That's a good way to get it. And now we have the underhook. So at this point, start to attack their neck with your left hand, bugging, grabbing their throat, and then quickly do a forearm swim, slide, shoot your knee right inside. I want to see this. That knee penetrate inside the arm. So I want to see your arm and your knee touch, your forearm touch your, shoot it inside your arm, like that. Shh. Perfect. Yes. Yes, 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 yep. And now, take your left hand, go over the head, elbow trap their head. Great. And now everybody get ready for the windshield wiper. Slide your left toes out, bring your right toes in. Got them.
Good, Michelle.
Good handoff, Kyle. There it is. Good, Michelle. So now we're good to go. We have their arm trapped. We're ready for the big step. Put your forearm on their neck. Everybody left forearm on the neck. And now get ready for your Spider-Man step. We're going to step all the way over the head, place that foot, and then sit up. Step, posture, and pull. Pull the shoulder. Yeah, you got their shoulder.
Good, Bill. Good, Mark.
Now they're on their side. They're on their side. So now we're going to switch the arm, hug with the left, grab with the right, Kimura grip. Yep, sit up tall, Kimura to the back side. Yep, 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 Kimura to the back. Beautiful. Good, good.
Good, George.
Perfect. Reset. One more time down low. Left, right hand underhook. Keep it tight. Maybe you grab their shoulder this time and put your head on the ground. Everybody hug the shoulder with your right, forehead on the ground right next to your right hand. Use your left fist, start bugging their neck a little bit. Bug their neck, bug their neck. Do a swim, shoot your knee through, even if you have to move your head slightly to get your space for your left knee. Excellent. Now, take your left elbow over the head. Trap their head. Yeah, because you don't want their head to slip away. That's going to allow their elbow to slip. Everybody windshield wiper. Switch the windshield wipers. Up and replace. Excellent. Now forearm on the neck. Everyone place your left hand on the ground, left forearm on their face.
Good, Tina.
And get ready for the step. There it is. Now everyone, right knee stays on the ground, left leg, big step, over the head. Now both hands pull the shoulders, sit up. Good. Switch the hug. Kimura grip, twist to the rear.
That's
nice,
right,
Shay.
Twist to the rear, to the right, Tina.
To your right. Yes.
Yes.
There you go. Excellent. Yes. How can we prevent the opponent from being facing up flat? From being facing up. How can we prevent the opponent from being facing up flat? Lay down, let me see what they mean. So if I'm here, underhook, bug the neck, forearm swim, elbow trap, windshield wiper, forearm in the face, step, pick up. I mean, the most common problem here is that you don't have good control of this, so you'll get here, put your back on the ground, he'll lay back down. So if you can't get him on his side, you can't do the Kimura here, Kenji. So look, when you're here, the key is 2 hands, strong foot, pull your back to the ground. He doesn't have leverage, you guys. I have so much power right here.
Because of your foot. Because of that foot?
Grabbing his or her. Because of this foot. Yeah. My base point. Slide down a little so I don't lock that. Look, my base point and my double grips right here, he's not going back to the ground. And I don't want to sit too low, because if he goes to his knees right now, look, you lose your balance. But if I'm a little bit, go to your knees. Now I can hold them back. I can go this way or this way. Look, I'm dynamic here. And then when I'm ready, I do my switch, grab, and then I tuck. Someone said, how can we prevent them from grabbing their own hand? Right, or belt. Someone said belt. Look, there's lots of possibilities here, you guys. If they grab their belt, is one. If they grab their hand, it's another. Okay, there's many possibilities. Pants, let's say he grabs his belt. When I grab the belt, Kimura grip, look, we're gonna push down and we're gonna rip away. 1, 2, we rip it off the belt. We just rip it away. Pop. If they grab their own hand, hold your hand. Look, if they can't see.
It's a little tough to reach my hand.
Look.
It's a little tough.
If we're here and he grabs hands, lock your hands, and he locks his hands, you're gonna have trouble breaking this grip. So you push down. Hold again. You don't pull away, you break into the fingers.
It's the same as the belt.
Boom.
You gotta find the weakness. So if my hands are like this, he pushes them like this. If I'm holding the belt,
Hold this again. Look at this, guys. You can't pull this away, but you can push this in. So the ground cannot go any further, so he's gonna lock it. And on the belt, instead of pulling it this way, you pull this way, where his fingers are weakest. So there's a couple different grip breaks there. How do you feel about putting your base foot behind the head? The question is this. How do I feel about putting my base foot behind the head tight? Okay, this feels tight, but it's not. Because when big boy right here pushes off both feet and bridges us this way, you're gonna get plowed. So it's all about preparing for bridge again. Look at that, boom, there's no way. I don't care about trapping his head, I care about stopping his back and going to the ground. And if we hit a quick switch, boom, and we're back here, we're good to go. Now, if at this point, the person's hand is so tight or they're having trouble or you can't break this grip, we're gonna take this, we're gonna step, turn, and sit. Keeping the grip. Keeping the Kimura grip. Now I step out and step over.
and back to the earlier footwork.
Similar to the first step. Yes, similar to the step and turn that we saw in the elbow cup armbar that Hidon did first. Okay, so we can practice that one now. So one more time. Look, underhook, split, control, frame, windshield wiper, step, pick up, try to slam. He locks his belt, potentially. I can't break the grip, I switch. I can't break the grip, I put my weight on my hands, and now I step the wide foot, I step to his belt, turn, and I sit in this nice squat position here. Leg comes over, and we land. Because he still has his belt, it's sometimes gonna be hard to break the grip. So when that happens, I take my hugging, my left arm, slide it to his wrist, and then I do a wrist lock right here. Boom, that's gonna force his release. So you just literally do this, look. This hand grabs his fingers, this hand grabs my own, and I just fold the wrist, and I use my chest as the pressure so I can put wrist, knuckles, fold, there's the release. If I need more pressure, it's right here, boom. And you can hug and take it back. Let's all go to our knees. Come on, guys. Everyone get ready? Let's go here, right-handed underhook, tight, you're here. Bugging the neck, framing, bugging, bugging. We get the arm to respect it. Forearm swim with the left hand, shoot your left knee through, boom. Right up, a left elbow, come over the head, trap their head, and now windshield wiper. Everybody slide your left foot out, bring your right toes in. Nice, right toes come in the party, deep. Now that you have those, left forearm on his face, hand on the ground. Yep, wedge his face solid. Now get ready for the big step. Go. Big shoulder pickup, boom. Pick that shoulder up, strong base, strong posture here. At this point, switch your left hand going for the hug, right hand grab the wrist, double wrist grabs, no thumbs. At this point, we're trying to break the grip, they're too strong. So take your left foot, step down near their belt, and then stand up on your right foot, turn and squat and sit. Boom. Switch your hips, full switch, Tina. Turn and sit. Good, now left leg over the body. Excellent, put your left leg over the body. Now wrist lock. Everyone take your left wrist and put it right under their wristwatch. And then your right hand, grab the imaginary knuckles, and then grab your imaginary, or grab your own wrist. And then all you want to do here is just do this with both hands. Look, do this. That's how you wrist lock them. You just fold both your wrists prominently. Boom. And use your chest, and then drive into it, and then lay down quick and take your whole arm. Because they're going to let go of their belt. That's going to force the release of the belt. One more time. Come on back. Everyone's back. So we're in the underhook. We're controlling. We're sprawled out this time. We're a little bit lower. You're starting to attack their neck and face. Look, forearm swim, and then shoot your knee inside, down low. Shoot it. Left knee shoots in. Yeah, once your left knee's inside their bicep area, now bring your left arm over their head, windshield wiper, slide and switch your feet. Good, Tina. And now from there, left arm on the ground with your hand, and your forearm is right in their face, your left arm. A hand on the ground, left forearm on their face, up, elevated. And now step over the head. Boom. Nice. Both hands pick up the shoulder. Sit up tall. Kimura grip. Great. Shoot your hands in for the Kimura. It's not going to work. So take your left foot, step down towards their belt, take your right foot and actually turn and stand up on it so you can sit in a nice squat here.
Good pivot, Mark.
Nice, turn and sit, Tina. Yep, turn and give your back towards
Good,
the side.
Merlin.
Yep.
Good
Turn and sit
pivot,
for the
good
arm
pivot,
bar.
Charlie.
Nice, there you go. And now legs over the body. Good, get ready for the arm bar here. Hug the arm, but let's say they're holding their belt. Left hand, slide out to their wrist. Right hand, grab your own knuckles. Everybody get double knuckle control, one on their knuckles, one on your own wrist. And now fold both of your wrists, prominent, like very assertively fold both the wrists. Use your chest, pressure straight in, lay down, take the arm, boom. Beautiful. Okay, let's flip it around, you guys. I think we've done enough on this side to be able to track it on the other side, starting with the elbow cup arm bar that Hidon first did. So let's do it from right here. Look.
Elbow cup arm bar. This is the other side. Cup the arm, frame the neck, knee in the armpit. Big step, big turn, sit. Holding this or not. I can finish right here. We're reviewing everything?
Just that one first, yeah.
Okay. Cup the arm, knee in the armpit, frame the neck, big step, switch, sit, finish, and grab. The only risk of finishing without putting your leg over the body is that maybe the person can do a back roll. But go back one more time. If when we have this arm right here, we do a little rotation of their wrist, he's not gonna wanna roll if I rotate his palm, his thumb, his hand towards his legs. But if I allow it to be like this, it's a little easier. Let's do that one?
You can actually do them all, you're right. Underhook.
Okay. Underhook, but now I can't lift it up, so I use my hip, I drop my hip, use my frame here, bring my knee inside. Once the knee is inside, slide down, windshield wiper. And now, kind of cupping here, holding this, framing his neck, step over the top, both hands, pull. Okay, big switch, wrist grab, and then place it behind his back. If he holds his belt, step deeper, lift your leg up, sit down, leg over the body. Rotate, rotate, rotate. And then, as much as these wrist locks are amazing, I would say 95% of the time, if we sit here for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, he'll do something. He'll change his grip, he'll move, and then boom, take the arm back. So, all three, go for it.
Let's do it, you guys. So everyone take your left arm, so the person's head is on your right, the person's feet are on your left. Envision the head and the feet, that's all you need to know. Your left arm is gonna reach across, underhook the arm, scoop the elbow with the tricep control, pull it across their belly. Everyone scoop with the left, yep. Start to frame the neck with your right hand on their throat. Good, now take your left knee and start to slide it into their armpit. Slide it up towards your hand, yep. So take your left knee, slide it in, and your right leg posted up for base. So here goes the big step, you guys. Your right leg's gonna be the spinner. We're gonna step all the way around their back.
Put your left elbow on top of your thigh, guys.
Left elbow's on your thigh as if you're pulling this in just temporarily, yep. I'm still with the left-handed solid underhook. So now my right leg's gonna step around the world and then my back is gonna spin as I pivot up. So everyone step, turn and sit, boom. And then once you're sitting, retract your leg, shoot your leg over their body, and then lay back and finish one. Nice. That was the left side elbow cup. Let's try again, but this time underhook on the left. But there is no elbow cup, his elbow's too heavy. So instead, keep your head low, grab your own head. Everyone get in there, start to attack the neck with your right hand, grinding the neck, frame the neck. They start to defend the frame, you forearm swim, push their arm down, shoot your right knee inside your own arm. Beautiful. And now, you have their arm trap. Take your right elbow over the head. Let's do the windshield wiper. Slide out, switch your feet, slide in. Perfect. And now, we're gonna take our right forearm, put it on their neck. Place your hand on the ground. Yep, your right forearm right on their neck. Your right foot's gonna step over the head. Big step, Spider-Man. Put that wide foot, step over the head with your right foot. And now, everybody 2 hands on the shoulder and pick up their body with your left knee down and your right foot posted up. Step over the head, Gino, with your right. Yes, now both hands pick up that shoulder, lock it up. Great. Take your right hand, go deep for the Kimura grip, lock your double wrist grabs, pick up, start to twist to the backside. There's your break on number 1 on the Kimura. If that doesn't work because they grab their belt, take your right foot, step close to their belt, stand up on your left foot, turn and sit, turn and sit. Nice. Always harder with no person on this one because you don't have someone to anchor onto. Now retract your right leg, shoot it over the top. And like you don't say, we're here just chilling. Let's wait for 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, they're there. Suddenly they try to change their grip, lay down so fast. Go, faster. That was too slow, sit up. Sit up, hug the arm. When I say lay down fast, it's so ridiculous, you guys. It's almost like you have to slam your back into the ground. It can't be a lay down with gravity. We're here. You see his fingers start to adjust. Go! Faster! Yes! You don't have to break their arm right away, Renzo. Just lay down quick, yeah.
He hipped
on his
up.
arm. He was like, boom! He's straight into the full hip. Don't spar with him today, you guys. Even if it was optional, do not spar with that guy. Cool? Good, good, good? Yeah. Excellent. Questions? Yes, Tracy has a few questions. From in-house, if you guys have any, let us know.
Can you review the indicators between this high variation and the low position where you have an underhook after the windshield wiper? Right there.
Indicators between this high variation and the low position where you have an underhook after the windshield wiper. I don't understand, Bear. Next question. Ask a little more, Bear.
Could you do a bicep slicer too if they hold on to their own hands on that arm lock? Oh, she said correction, forehead slicer / crush.
The end control of the arm lock?
Yeah, if someone's here, Carla's asking, could
What's
you
the
do a bicep
forehead
slicer
slicer?
if they hold on to their own
bicep.
hands after on that arm lock?
Yeah. If you lock your own hands tight, or if you grab your own, let's say you grab your own gi right there, there are crushers we can do, right? Where this leg comes up, and I go here and I can kind of pressure there. Or if you grab your own fingers, yeah, and you glue it to your chest, I can break the fingers here.
You guys, you don't want to do any of that stuff. Okay, these are all things you can do, but you don't want to do anything that requires you moving your legs too much. This is a deeper conversation, which we can have another day, but you want to do the least amount possible when you have an arm lock, especially against somebody who's very good, because if you move your legs, go ahead.
Gone, gone.
You can't. The thing is, when you have an arm lock, the focus is not to break their grip. The focus is to keep them from getting out. But because we do that wrist lock, that's exciting. Now we want more. That's understandable. But trust me, less is better when it comes to final arm lock position.
Holly says it looks like you're using the tops of your foot on the mat and both windshield wipers and posting up. If we can't do that yet, what are the risks to have toes back instead?
This right here. So toes like this versus like this.
No, you can do it in the windshield wiper, Holly. Lay down. If you don't let me have this arm. So the question is regarding foot position in the windshield wiper. When my knee comes through and I'm doing this is not a weight-bearing foot, Holly. There's nothing wrong with this. You're not putting pressure. You can all do this right now. And this is better than this for windshield wiper, because by straightening my ankle and sitting on Hidong's bicep, my ankle, my shin goes into his bicep much more heavily than if I do this, and there's all kinds of space for his elbow to slip out. So I want pressure, and you get pressure by keeping your toes flat like this, not like this in a windshield wiper.
What about the final step over? When you step over the top and you sit up right here, pull it up, can you have your toes like that?
If you feel more, yeah, you can have either one. My weight's not on this foot, it's on my knee.
The weight's on the knee.
It doesn't make any difference.
That's the point. But you still put it flat. Why?
Don't pressure on your bicep.
Because you have a little more connection to my bicep. When you tuck your toes in, my arm feels a little more free.
And I want contact. If I don't have pressure on it, like in terms of like actual pressure, I want contact of some sort so I can feel what they're thinking. Oh, you present two variations, one low variation, one high. You guys see the arm under your south windshield wiper, hand and underhook. I don't recall the indication between those two variations. Well, then, let's check the video, Bear. Check the video on that one, bro, because I don't want to introduce a new move that we're not already doing today. You understand? Look at the video and review it and remind me of that one, because
Go back to my knees.
I'm not tracking. I know there's another variation. I know what you're talking about, where you step in low, where you go under his leg versus over, but ask about the actual same exact technique that we're doing, please.
Pivot.
What's up?
And fall
When
back.
you apply Kimura, your
Whatever
left knee
foot
is off the opponent's back,
steps.
extending your left leg.
And then
When you apply Kimura, your left knee is off the opponent's back, extending your left leg.
you're bringing your knee in. You're doing this.
Go back to it.
Yeah. Watch this
When you apply the Kimura, your left knee is off the back of the opponent's, extending your left opponent's back. Yes. So when I do this Kimura and I step over the head, and I actually put pressure, my leg is not touching their back, Kenji. My left knee is not touching his back. It's open. My leg is going. I'm out there.
And then I fall.
Place both my knees, have the opponent's head between the Kimura. Yeah, good question. That's pretty common, Payam. The question regarding having both knees down on the Kimura finish versus posting that leg up. What I've found is that if you end up in the Kimura here, and you have the grips, and both knees are down, and you're trying to do this, the second someone bumps, hips are gonna fall. You're gonna lose your balance. And that's the risk. So I've learned it like this, but I started doing this because guys are bucking so much and twisting so hard that this is just a whole different world of balance than this. So if you're concerned about pinching, it makes sense to do this. But if you're concerned about balance, it makes sense to do this. And with guys bridging and twisting, I've always been more concerned about balance lately than I have been about just squeezing someone's head, which is not so necessary, especially if your shin. This shin's still on his bicep, so it's kind of trapping him. This one is wide, so it feels loose, but it's not. It's so fast to break, and I don't want to lose my balance. On the armbar finish.
Yes.
On the armbar finish, any preference on leg pressure more than head or back of the thigh?
You could do it from
Recall being an indicator for our escape and the mount position counters is equal distribution or it depends. On the armbar finish.
I imagine his arms being caught. I'm rolling away from it.
More on heel or back of thigh. Oh, you're saying on the actual finish.
This arm's being caught.
Got it. Okay, in terms of the actual finish. Yeah, so Shay, when I'm squeezing an armbar against someone, the idea of having heavier legs versus more pressure on the heels is based on their escape tendencies. If I feel like someone is gonna sit up, I want heavier legs. If I feel like someone's gonna try to pull their elbows out, I want tighter heels. But it's not one or the other in terms of all or nothing on either one of those. My heels are heavy, my legs get heavy. My feet sometimes cross, sometimes they extend, sometimes my knees spread, sometimes my knees squeeze. So there's no preference other than what is the person trying to do to escape the control, and then of course adapting accordingly. So your legs there's no one fixed position on leg pressure.
We're just discussing right here with all of them. Cup my arm, and someone spins for an arm bar, big spin. I can do a quick back roll. Especially if he doesn't grab that pant leg. So we'll discuss that next week.
Submission
but
counters?
That's something to consider. Is a very timely roll works great with this move, especially the first variation if they don't grab your pants before the landing.
Excellent.
Good? Okay guys, sitting down, feet crossed. You guys, in terms of arm locks, let's just go straight to the mindset right now. In terms of arm lock mindset, getting that underhook, cupping the person's arm, it's almost like, in my opinion, if we stay on top of side control for 30, 40, 50 seconds, people do all kinds of pushing and reaching, and they'll give you the arm all day. I've never ever felt like I had to go hunting for an arm. So that original cup, which led to all of these variations, is very easy to get. And if the person is determined not to give it to you, that's okay. Then you don't take it, then you wait. And then maybe, like Henry talked about, bugging the neck a little bit, small things to create an overreaction. But it might not be the time to attack. And the point is, when you do get it though, I can't even tell you the control behind this right here. I look forward to arm locking all of you guys. And remind me, who knows? It could be a week, could be 3 months, 4 months, and I'll get you guys. Good?
Excellent.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys for joining us today. We'll wrap this up. We have to get ready for this next class. And then today's Wednesday, tomorrow night, Master Cycle at 6 o'clock. Gracie Combatives during the day at noon, and then Fit Jitsu tomorrow night. Thank you guys. Excellent work. More. We're going to keep adding on. The weeks keep going. We keep adding it on. We'll see you guys. Thank you guys. See you guys.